2 years ago, I made a mistake worth 88,000 views. I made this exact video 2 years ago. So that means what? I'm 19 now, 18. Honestly, I think it was closer to 3. So I was about 16 years old because my first car was in the background of that, the little blue Chrysler thing. I made a mistake because this video was absolutely terrible. And like I said, it got 88, like 90,000 views. And the video was terrible.
Oh, that's
Okay, this video is gonna be the top 5 easiest BMX tricks. Everybody just got really.
Let's get the black kid. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
Okay, so this is the top 3 hours just to get like. Just lean back, set your weight back, and even. Yes! So I'm gonna try to fix my mistake and make a new top 5 beginner BMX trick video. Stay tuned all the way to the end because I'm gonna throw in some bonus tricks that I think you should learn too. And I got a haircut, so I'm gonna go put on my favorite hat and then we're gonna get this video started. But before I do, make sure you hit that like button if you get any value out of this at all. Really appreciate it. Really helps with the YouTube algorithm, so if you would just hit that like button, that would mean the world to me. And subscribe if you feel like it. Anyway, I'm gonna go get this hat. Dear God. All right, that's more like it. Click the first link in the description. Actually, no, it's going to be the second link in the description if you want to pick up some merch. The first link in the description is actually going to be my BMX course. Now, I made this roughly around the time that this video came out, so I don't have a beard, I don't think. It's an old video, but regardless, it's great information. And it's everything I wish I knew when I first started BMX. How to get good fast, cut the learning curve, how to spend your money wisely on correct BMX attire, shoes, bikes to buy. Basically, how to cut the learning curves instead of you being in that group of friends that after 6 months still are learning how to bunny hop and wasting all their money on these bike parts that aren't worth it. You're gonna be the guy after 6 months doing hop 360s, bar spins, and still have a bunch of money left over because you made smart purchases. So, invest in your BMX career. First link in the description. Go check out the BMX course. Dirt cheap. You guys are loving it. It's been selling for years. And no one else has done this. I'm the only YouTuber doing this. So take advantage because like 5 people watch my videos anyway. Let's get into the top 5 beginner BMX tricks I think you should learn. So first on the list, of course, we have a bunny hop. Now to master the bunny hop, I've got full how-tos on most of these tricks, but I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown. So for a bunny hop, all you do, you bend your legs, bend your arms, you're loading up. It's like a spring, just like you're jumping. You gotta squat, then you pull up on the bars. Once your front tire's off the ground, then jump and suck everything up to you. There's a little bit more to it. If you want to go check that out, go watch a how to bunny hop, preferably mine. But like I said, we're just gonna get you started. Bend your knees, legs, get ready, load up the jump, pull up, jump with your legs, lean forward, even it out, suck it up so you get a little bit of extra height and so your pedals stay with your feet. And with all of these tricks, especially if you're just starting BMX, it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to. It's gonna take a little bit of practice to get any of these tricks to work. So don't expect to do these first try, second try, even 5th try. Give each of these tricks a while and everybody goes at their own pace. Remember, it's just about having fun, right? Next, we have the fakie. Now, this is a very important trick to learn. You want to learn this trick very on. The first trick, 100% bunny hop. Second trick, a fakie. Because a bunny hop, obviously, it's the root of every single trick. A fakie is the root and foundation of every single trick that you're doing backwards. So after you learn a bunny hop, chances are you're going to be wanting to 180. But you can't 180 if you don't know how to get out of it. And getting out of it is what's called a fakie. Learn how to fakie. Now there's a million different ways to fake. You can half cab, you can slide out of it, you can pedal pressure. My recommendation, find a wall, go up, shift your weight towards the wall, just so you can kind of get some momentum to push off backwards. Lean back and slightly in the opposite direction that you want to fakie. Turn your bars and at about 90 degrees, pick up and go out the rest of it. If you have a cassette, put a little bit of pedal pressure, pivot over there, or just turn real quick and slide it. The fakie is a little bit more complicated than the bunny hop, so I recommend going and checking out another how-to. I've got a how to fakie, so go check that out. But I highly recommend learning on a wall. Here's the wall, here's you, go up, shift your weight towards so you can kind of pick up that back wheel, push off against, lean back, turn your bars once you're about 90 degrees or halfway to turning around, shift your momentum that way. Next is going to be a 180. So it's a combination of both of these. You've learned how to bunny hop and get off the ground, and you know how to get out of going backwards. So in order to learn the 180, you've got to master the bunny hop and the fakie. All you do, same thing as a bunny hop, right? Same pulling up motion. Like I said, it's the foundation of every trick. But instead, this time, you're gonna turn just slightly. This is called carving. So you're gonna carve a little bit, then do the bunny hop. So that's gonna kind of send you at an angle, right? But to finish and do the full rotation, you carve, bunny hop, and you turn your head and shoulders and stare at your landing. You're gonna turn everything you got because your bike's like what, 20 to 28 pounds, roughly, maybe 30 pounds. That's not a whole lot of weight if you think about it. So if you can stand up, jump, and turn, you can 100% do a 180. You just gotta remember that your bike's a machine and you're in control of it. It's not controlling you. So carve, bunny hop, and just twist your body, but stare at your landing. The number one advice I have for spin tricks is to keep your head turned. If you can't 360, if you can't 180, film yourself in slow motion and look at your head. I guarantee your problem is you're not committing and you're not looking. You have to look. Next on the list is we have a G-turn 180. So basically what this is it's a 180, but you're pivoting on your front tire. So instead of carving and pulling up, you're carving and kind of doing a little, not a nose manual, but you're shifting your weight to the front tire just for a second to allow your momentum to swing over. So in other words, you're gonna do the carve, but instead of pulling up to do the 180, you're gonna carve and you're gonna kind of lift up your back tire just at the right time. So you're carving, lift up the back tire, and that's gonna propel you into doing a 180 with your front tire still on the ground. It's a good gateway trick to learning other types of nose tricks, nollie tricks, nose manual tricks, just getting used to being on the front end of your bike. Because trust me, nollie bar spins, nose manuals, hang fives, they're such fun tricks, but they're hard. So it's good to get comfortable on the front end of your bike as early as possible. So I recommend learning G-turn 180s. Obviously, this is not a how-to. To do a how-to on every single one of these tricks would be a very long video. This is just to give you a trick list idea, things that you need to go back on my channel and find how-tos for and really get to work. So make a list, cross these off as you go, and send me a DM on Instagram at Greyson Roberts, videos of you landing these tricks because I'd love to see it. All right, so the last one is a foot jam. It's another trick to get you used to fakies and another trick to get you comfortable on the front end of your bike. All you do, it's just like learning a fakie in the sense of using your momentum against a wall, except instead of a wall, you're gonna use your foot in the front tire. So you're gonna be rolling, you're gonna stick your foot in the front tire, you're gonna put your momentum up a little bit, and then you're gonna shoot off just like you did on the wall, and then that's gonna help you get better at fakies, you're gonna get more comfortable on the front end of your bike, and you're gonna get comfortable with foot jams, because let me tell you, doing foot jams on quarter pipes, you know how people fly out, foot jam on the deck, and hop back in. It's one of the simple pleasures in life, so you're definitely going to want to hop on that train. My tips for foot jams is, I don't really have any, considering it's basically the same thing as a fakie when you're doing it against the wall, the same shifting of the momentum, the popping back, but don't go overboard. It's better to not get the back tire off the ground versus get the back tire off the ground too much, because if you think about it, if you're going too fast and you shift your momentum too far forward, when you stick your front foot in that front tire and you shift it too far forward or you're going too far back, you're going OTB. In other words, over them bars. And you don't want to go over them bars. Let me tell you right now, it's not fun. So those are the top 5 beginner tricks, but don't click out of the video yet because we've got 2 honorable mentions. First one is a foot plant. Just gonna go over these briefly, considering these are not actually on the list. A foot plant, all you gotta do, lift up your front tire, put your other foot on the ground, either one you want, because to be honest, I'm not really sure which one's the right direction. I use my back foot, but some people tell me that it's correct to use their front foot. Freestyle BMX, do whatever you want. So what I do is I lift up my front tire, put my back foot, the foot that's back on the ground, jump like that. So it's like basically doing a bunny hop, but you're putting your foot on the ground. A foot plant, it's not really one of those tricks I got to tell you how to do. You just kind of go out, you screw around with it, and you'll get it in literally seconds. You'll probably get this before your bunny hop. But it's a fun trick because this is getting you comfortable taking your feet off for tail whips, crank flips, no footers, other stuff down the road, setting you up to be comfortable doing that. The second honorable mention is a pull-up bar. Learn pull-up bars because here's the thing, another simple pleasure in life is bar spins. Favorite trick, if you can get the whole pulling up and tossing the bar, that motion down, by the time you're ready and your skill level is brought you to the point to learn a bar spin and you're comfortable doing it, you'll already have the whole entire idea of how to do it out of the way. It'll be ingrained in your brains. Let's say you just started BMX, you're 2 months in, you learned a pull-up bar, 8 more months pass, you're at the 1 year mark, you're ready to actually start throwing some fly out or hop bar spins. well, you don't have to waste time learning the motion. It's literally engraved into your brain. So just get us started early. And this list is designed to build a foundation of tricks. Now, if you want to learn how to get really good really fast with what I call BMX growth hacks, like I said, first link in the description, I'm gonna give you my special technique on how I improved really good really fast my first 1 to 2 years of riding. And then it kind of went downhill because I got lazy. Anyway, this has been the top 5 BMX tricks with 2 honorable mentions. And some of you might ask, yo, why didn't you just put the top 7 tricks? Because it doesn't sound the same, dog. Top 5 sounds cooler. And plus that I made a top 5 2 years ago. Hopefully this video was a little bit better than the video from 2 years ago that got 90,000 views. That was just trash. If you got any value out of it, please hit that like button. Really appreciate it. Helps me out tremendously. And also subscribe. Also left my bathroom light on. Peace out, guys. Hopefully the vlogs are coming back soon. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. But for my regular viewers, my wrist is getting better. Back to vlogging very soon. Hopefully next video. But we don't want to push it this half though.